Now, Willie Peters said after the game that you're building into becoming that 80-minute player. How are you finding the transition?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, it's different playing that physical part the start of both halves and then picking your opportunities. But yeah, it's something I'm open to do when I need to. With Mickey being injured and we didn't have Bill last week, and then Richo came on and played half. So yeah, if I need to do that for the team, I'm happy to do it.
How much more pressure do you feel under now?
Not too much really. I think there's pressures in everywhere. When you come off the bench, there's a pressure to bring that impact. Start of the game, there's a pressure to start well, or coming on in the second half, there's a pressure. So I think there's always that pressure. You've just got to deal with it. The more you play, and yeah, just accept it.
To become that 80-minute player, what have you needed to work on most of all to do that?
I think just fitness and game management. I think my fitness is something what I've worked a lot on. I worked a lot in the pre-season and work a lot weekly, and yeah, just experience really. You pick your moments in games and yeah, just pick your opportunities.
How supportive has Mickey been whilst he's been out?
Yeah, great. I mean, it's sad to see him on the sideline. He was playing real well for us, but yeah, he's been supportive when he needs to be, and when he feels like he needs to tip me up on something, he does as well. So yeah, that's been good, and we've got Bill as well, so that's been good to have him in at some points, and yeah, he's adding a little bit to the team when he comes in as well.
To what extent, Jez, has the competition helped bring out the best in you?
I think it's just good really. I don't really see it too much as a competition because we're all close and we all pick off each other's game, but it's good to have different players around you, and I think we're all different, so it brings a good aspect to the team. And when we're on the pitch, you might see some of what Mickey does, what you want to put in your game, or some of what Bill does, or they might see some of what I do and want to add in their game. So I think it's only benefits the team and benefits us as well.
In the last year, what areas would you say you've improved most in, personally?
Everything really. I feel like I've improved. I feel like I've got a lot more growth in me. I feel like on Friday night's game, I thought my defence was good, but my attack wasn't as good as it's been. So I think I'm still searching for that 80-minute performance where I can come off the pitch and say I'm happy with my all-round game. That's what I'm chasing. But yeah, just little things each week, trying to improve on, and yeah, I can only do that by on the training pitch, having a look what I need to improve on and working hard at it.
What do you feel you need to do next step to get to that level that you're striving to get to?
I don't know. I just keep working hard. I think if you keep knocking at the door, keep doing your routine every week, it's going to come, and hopefully it'll come in these coming weeks.
How are you managing to juggle your fine on-field form this season with the pressures of being a dad?
I think it's been good really. She's like gives me that purpose. Like she's my purpose. I want to go out on the pitch and do her proud, and especially when you have these big games, you want to be able to look back and say like, oh, my dad played in that game. So that's something to go into the. I know a lot of the boys are like that. A lot of the boys have kids and young kids as well around us, and I know that they have the same mindset of they just want to do the kids proud, and when they grow up they get to look back and say the dad played in a big game for OKR and won. So yeah, that's my goal really.
And you've obviously got a big game just around the corner, haven't you, with the Challenge Cup final looming on the horizon. As for being a dad, how much has that changed you, if at all? Because you're fairly level as a person, aren't you?
Yeah, not so much really. My partner's unbelievable as well. She's a really good mum, and she put me in the right direction with some things. But yeah, just trying to learn as much as I can and just be there to support her. And yeah, she comes to the home games, which is good. I love having her there when it's an earlier kick-off and it's not too loud. But yeah, it's great to have her at the games, and hopefully she can keep coming if the weather's decent and enjoy it.
I know she's really young, but looking to the Challenge Cup final, do you almost want to do it for her for future memories?
Oh, definitely, like I spoke about earlier. All these big games, but especially a final, you want to do it for your family members, want to do it for my daughter, my partner, my mum, dad, everybody really. So yeah, can't wait for that.
How have you managed to shut out the distraction then of Wembley this week in the build to the Saints match? Has it been hard or easy?
I think we just had a big focus on the league's just so important to us this week, and then next week the Challenge Cup will be so important to us I think you've got to take it like that. We're coming up against the St Helens team who's in top form. I think Wellesby's playing unbelievable. The pack's just like a Saints pack, what you'd expect, physical, strong, fast. So I think, yeah, and we want to get the 2 points to keep our spot in the league table. So I think the most important thing to us at the minute is the league and St Helens on Friday night.
Is this the best team you've ever played in?
The whole KR team? Yeah, I think so. I think the form maybe shows it. I mean, I know we've had some unbelievable players what have left, but I think this year we've gone to another level. And I think the thing is we speak about we've got a lot more growth in us as a team. We still pick stuff what we need to improve on each week, and we're not the finished article. But like I say, that's what we're chasing. We want to be right up there come the end of the season. And yeah, there's some top teams in Super League, but we feel like we're one of them teams.
Who's been responsible for instilling that mindset that in the players? You talk about a growth mindset. Who's been most responsible for instilling that in you?
I think it filters down from the coaching staff, and we have good leaders in the team who drive high standards, and I think we've got a good honest group as well throughout the team. You always see after training lads are doing extras, lads are trying to better the game, and we do a lot of video sessions. So I think it's just a credit to all the boys that are just willing to come into training and want to improve.
You seem quite a mature group.
Yeah. I think we've got a good balance of having a laugh, and when it comes to train time, we switch on, and then when training finishes, we have a laugh again. So I think it's good to be part of this team where you've got a good balance like that, and you know when certain people speak, it's like we've got to be on now, and then yeah, I think we have a good balance in that.
How much do you speak?
I speak when I feel like I need to. I'm not someone who speaks a lot, but if I see something what I want to speak about, I'm happy to do so.
You seem relentless as a team so far this season. Defensively, of course, you've been generally excellent, but how wary are you of taking the plaudits too much at this stage?
Yeah, we spoke about that. We just want to keep things, like I said, we speak about what we need to improve on each week, so we're not a team that's satisfied where we are. Like I say, last week we got a great win at Warrington, but I think we came off the pitch feeling like we had so much more in us, so I think we do that each week, and I think if you listen to the outside noise, it can take over you, and then that's when you start to not do the little details during the week. Maybe you'll miss your extra training, what you need to do, but I think we're a group that will never do that, and I don't think the senior boys or the coaching staff ever let us have that mindset.
What's the mood in the group then each week then, given the relentless nature of the way you're playing at the moment and the grinding out the wins?
I think just there's a motivation that we want to improve each week. Every game's a massive game, it's 2 points, and we're in a good spot in the league table at the minute, and we want to keep that spot, and the only way you can keep it is by performing each week and winning each week. So I think, yeah, we're just happy to come in, improve and keep trying to tick off games.
In a strange way, does it almost help you when you've got Wigan just breathing down your neck?
Yeah, Wigan, an unbelievable outfit. They're breathing down our neck, and you've got like Saints, Warrington, Lee, some top teams. So if you drop off, they're just going to leap straight above you. So you're sort of looking over your shoulder a bit, but you want to keep improving and keep focusing what we're good at and keep producing that each week.
And how much is this season being fuelled by the hurt of what happened at the end of last season?
Definitely in the season before that and the season before that, we've lost some big games, finals, semi-finals, and this group's hurting about that, and we know our fans are hurting about that, and we want to go out and we want to win silverware, and you can only do that like these champion teams have, like Saints and Wigan. They go out and they perform each week, and they've got what we want, so we're chasing that, and we're trying to be the team that can do it this year.
You nailed Huddersfield in your last home match, didn't you? How much are you enjoying those free breakfasts?
Yeah, they're nice. It's nice to get a free breakfast and a coffee with the lads on a Monday or Tuesday when we come back in after a nil. I think we're a defence-focused team, and every time you get a 0, it's unreal. So a free brekkie helps with that.
Do you pile your plate high then because someone else is paying?
No, they bring it out to us, but to be fair, it's a nice portion and it's good quality food, so credit to the chefs that make that.
Good. To what degree will Saints be a different proposition though in this match?
I think it will be different, but you know what you're getting when you play Saints. They're a big physical pack. They've got Wellesby out the back, who's an unbelievable player, and Daz Clark, who can run off the back of their forwards. So I think if we're not at the top of our game, we'll get beat. So we know what to expect every time we play Saints, and yeah, we'll be looking to match them with our best performance.
You've already beaten them, haven't you, so far this season? You expect them to come smarting. Does that form part of the conversation within a group after a defeat like that?
We hadn't spoke about when we last played them too much. We were just focusing on us, and we know that they'll be hurting from the last game. Like we'd be hurting if we lost by them the last game. So we know they'll be coming full of fire, and yeah, it'll be a big occasion.
Now, victory in this game would mark the club's most successful start to a league season since 1966. How aware are you of that?
That's the first I've heard about it.
Yeah, right, okay.
I wasn't aware about that.
I've told you, what motivation does that give you?
No pressure then. No, I think we've just got to, like you say, just control what we can control, and that's our performance and how we turn up, how we prep. And yeah, I think if we do that, we'll give ourselves every chance to win the game.
It'd be a nice piece of history though to make, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It'd be something what we'd be chasing, like we're chasing the win on Friday and the win next week, yeah. So it'd be unbelievable, but the 2 points at the top of the table would be the most important.
What value, Jez, do you place on the momentum that a win could give you going to Wembley next week?
Yeah, it's always nice to come off the back of a win. Like it was nice to win last week at Warrington, coming into this game. So yeah, like every week, you want to be coming in on the Monday happy that you've won the last game. So I think just like every game, really, you want to win the week before.
And just looking a bit forward now to the autumn, obviously the Kangaroos are over this autumn. How much do you think about the possibility of being involved in those games?
I mean, that'd be unbelievable. It's the pinnacle to represent your country for me. I'd be so proud to do that, but obviously I've got to perform at OKR week in, week out. There's a lot of good hookers in the Super League, so it's something what I've sort of got to park really. I can't think about it too much. I've just got to focus on turning up each week for our boys and performing, and hopefully I can put myself in the shop window come the end of the year.
You say you can't think about it too much, but have you been thinking about it at all?
Obviously it's there. If there's an Ashes series at the end of the year, I think every player in Super League will be thinking about it, and I'm just one of them who's hoping to put the best foot forward for it.
Have you spoken to Shaun Wane so far this season?
I spoke to him when we played Wigan at home. Just spoke to him. It was nice to have a catch up with him. So yeah, there's a lot of boys that are putting themselves out there. There's some good performers in Super League, and hopefully I can just keep up and keep improving as the year goes on.
Jez, thanks very much for your time today. Nice to chat with you again.
Thank you.
I think everything all covered my side. Best of luck this weekend, thank you.
Thank you.
Jez, I've just got one quick one if that's alright, please, mate.
Yep.
Just you mentioned about the hooking group of Mickey Mack and then Bill Leyland, obviously.
Yeah.
Having Bill there, like, as obviously like the younger of the three, what are you getting from having to potentially like teach him? I don't know how much you are teaching him, but presumably he's leaning on both you and Mickey a lot. Do you feel that's helped improve your game, the fact that you're having to kind of guide someone through their first Super League season?
Yeah, I think I've been in that position myself, so it's like just trying to pass on little things to Bill what I can. Just in little things in games or whatever. If there's something what I feel like I need to tell him, I do. We have a good relationship like I do with Mickey as well. We do little extras together, so it's good to have someone like that where I can pass knowledge, and he might do something as well what I see and I might pick up on. So it's like I say, it's good to have that in the team.
Best of luck on Friday and also next week. So
cheers, man.